shit, right? Like it's like a way bigger process over here now. So I might move and do plumbing somewhere else. And what do you call it? Just the idea, bro, sounds good. You know, I'm happy with that. And like uh I just asked her what she's doing. And I said, she told me, and I said, don't nobody care. I don't know why I asked. Uh, even the music. Everything turned off. Just fix this shit. Yeah, I'm having way better ideas right now. I just need a chance, bro. Just a chance. An opportunity, and I'd be more than happy to do the paperwork. sure it's dropping down, and the level has to be like a quarter of or half or quarter or half of the bubble, but mainly a quarter, right? And then towards the end, it's gonna be half. So it's kind of like a slippery slope, but it's not that much. It's just a quarter of a bubble, right? And then it's a half a bubble to the left, right? So like you have, let's say, these three, right? These three, a bubble right here, a bubble right here, and a bubble right here. But when you drop the pipe, the bubble's gonna be right here, and you want it to be a quarter bubble, which is like that, and then the entire bubble right there, quarter. But towards the end, you want it to be half the bubble, which is like this, half the bubble in the middle of the line. You got one line and two lines on your level, and you do half the bubble like that. And and that's how you do a drain line. That's simple, quarter bubble. And this is across the whole fucking thing. So the quarter bubble, it will be from here, right? Drop the pipe, dig the ditch down this line. Drop the pipe, quarter bubble, and you go all the way over here, quarter bubble, going straight down, and then it starts to turn into a half bubble right here, half bubble, half bubble, half bubble. All of that right here on this end is gonna be, say this is a two line on the level, it's gonna be half bubble like that, and the other half over here will be quarter bubble, so two of them, right? And it'll be quarter bubble like that. So that's this half, and then this half is half bubble, which is half. And that's how you do a drain line. And then you just connect, uh, you know, get the vents connected. And I think the last thing you want to do is do the toilets, right? Because sometimes it can get tricky on, uh, there's like certain regulations that you have to follow, and you have to make sure that you know what those regulations are, right? So you either you're there in your van or right there on the table, and you make some calls, you figure out what the regulations are, or whatever, and then you make one more call, and if like so, check out the regulations, right, and see if you can like work with uh like whoever calls you, right? It's like, look, I'm here to do a job, and I'm just making sure that, I know what the regulations are or whatever. And this blueprint that they have going is, not in regular form. But say like they used to have it back in the days, right? Back in a couple years ago, 3 years ago or some shit, you were allowed to do that, and then now it's 3 years later and they don't do that anymore, right? So like these people it could be some kind of confusion there, right? So you just ask people like, is that still okay? Do they still do that, or is it not like that anymore? And if they say, yeah, it's still cool, it's alright, then you can do it, and you don't have to really worry about it. If you get a yellow tag or some shit, you know that you're doing it because you have to fix it because it was like a big mistake in the entire department because you made your phone calls, right? So the next time you do a job and you know that it's supposed to be like that, you tell them, well, I already have a yellow tag. it sucks, bro, because we wanna believe that you can. You wanna, you know, if you try to think about it, if you like really put it in perspective, there's a lot of people who understand, and there's a lot of people who are willing to put other people's at risk to get what they want, which is a big gamble, right? And that's just like the only difference. That's the only thing that people have to be careful with in any situation. You know what I'm saying? You really don't want to get involved with stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, do it right, get an apprenticeship, get work for a good plumbing company. Don't get involved in anything what you were taught, and do your hours, go home, and that's it. And don't worry about, you know, family or other people you used to work for. Don't worry about, uh, making any contracts or nothing like that. Just don't get involved. You know what I'm saying? Just do your apprenticeship, put in your hours, and put in your hours, and don't become victimized, I guess. So, yeah, I'm happy about that though, cause like I said, like here, it's a whole different ball game when it comes to plumbing here, bro. The plumbing here is like, yo, every inspector is out to get you, which is not in every case, but in this case, like just depending, you'll say like this: you have one person out there who has the worst relationship with the inspector, right? And then you can have 100 more master plumbers coming in to work at this one job site or whatever, at this one state, one company, one area, whatever the case is. And that person who has that bad relationship with the inspector, which doesn't mean that that he's getting like red cards. I'm just saying like it's just not a good relationship. Meaning, oh, doing for plumbing for this guy. Oh, like that kind of relationship. You don't really want to get involved in. And um, yeah. So and that person who has a bad relationship with an inspector for some reason, nobody knows why, what that is or what. I don't know. People just get in. Oh, that person drags everyone else down with them. He's like, oh, well, like they start pointing fingers and they have no idea what the hell they're talking about or what they're pointing fingers about. Nothing. All you know is that that inspector is now having that sort of relationship with you where it's like, oh, like, and like I said, nobody's doing anything wrong, but it's like a toxic thing that people have about themselves. And then now it's like, oh, everyone is pretty much on that oh shit, you know what I'm saying? And what do you call it? And so you're like trying to do plumbing here, you're trying to put in your hours, you're trying to do whatever it takes to be the best plumber in the world type shit, and it does not take a lot, you know what I'm saying? But now you have all these master plumbers who are on the O situation uh, with the inspector, and they're treating you like shit, and they don't mean to. They just don't know what the hell's going on. You know what I'm saying? And they don't really necessarily tell you, uh, you know, oh, you did a bad job. You you know, you could be here a little early. Worst case scenario, right? But it's just one person literally trying to track everyone down with them, and nobody knows why or what it is that they're talking about or what it is. Nothing. It is so confusing, bro. And everyone is like, okay, well, like everyone who knows, bro, is like, okay, let it go. You know what I'm saying? Like, just, oh, do the work, do the hours, get your apprenticeship. There's nothing to, to be, the only one that should be complaining out there, bro, is the contractor, bro, because he's the one that if there's any sort of changes, he has to make the calls. He has to call the people. He has to, you know, reschedule stuff, call them back. They have to redo this, they have to redo that. And plumbing is the most expensive part. So he's the only person in the entire constructing industry that has to have something to complain about. That has the right to complain about anything. You know what I'm saying? Nobody else should be complaining. You know what I'm saying? It's easy like that. It's that simple. Same as working out or whatever. Like, but it just, do y'all understand where I'm coming from? There's a lot of weird things going on in the plumbing company where, in my family, they're like the kind of people who feel like they need to stick together in order for it not to happen and shit. And it's true, it does help when you stick together. But like I've been doing this for myself. Like I've been working with other people and my entire life. You know what I'm saying? And the thought of it being something is weird to me because I've never really actually seen it myself either. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm like all I'm doing is what do you call it? Like putting in my hours and shit like that, right? And and then there's like this real hostile situation that comes out of nowhere where they say that you need your family in order to be strong and this and that. And you know what? I'm thinking that that's what the inspector gets off of with, he's like, oh yeah, I love seeing people work together and this and that, but this ain't, a motherfucking Family Feud or nothing. Or the Brady Bunch. It's not the Brady Bunch. This ain't a motherfucking a television set. You know what I'm saying? It's none of your fucking business whether this person is working with this person again and shit like that. And it seems like that's just what the inspector has, bro. He's like getting himself involved with all the relationships with everybody. And, I understand you don't really have shit to do. You're like trying to kill time doing some other shit. This kinda sucks. Is he in there? Oh shit. Who shot at me? And yeah. So the inspector doesn't really have that right, bro. And people out here feed into that. They're like, yo, the inspector can do whatever he wants, bro. He's the one with the power, blah blah. And this is all family members, dog. Is working here as a plumber and doesn't really have family like that. Is laughing at us, bro, or laughing at them or whatever. They're like, yo, what the hell y'all fighting about? And people take that shit serious, bro. It's like, yo, what the fuck? I'm like, no way, I'm not about to get involved in that, dog. That's weird. And I constantly fucking bring that shit up. If I notice it, I'm like, yo, no, come on now, like, do your fucking job. Just do your fucking job, bro. And they're like, you know, on some, well, you just don't understand how the world works. We have to, like, be in charge exactly do they expect from me, bro? You know what I'm saying? They want me to be like a straight stone cold person who's like, you know, no, bro. Like that's just not the way it works. You know what I'm saying? The only stone cold people out there are like police officers, firefighters, doctors. Like a plumber is a hard worker, bro. You know, inspectors are stone cold people, but they're not up there with like doctors and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like relax. No way. Shit. Luckily she left this thing behind. Oh no. Still not enough. Jesus Christ. Yo, I'm so dead. Fuck, bro. There's someone over here, I think. I have to go. Consulate. Yeah, that's crazy, right? Yeah, I'm not about to do all that. That's stupid, bro. That is dumb. That's how people get by over here, bro. They like, and it's not even. Oh, fuck, bro. I don't know how to explain. Like, it's so stupid. You know what? My dad used to think it was a dumb idea too, up until oh, he got a master's and shit, and he kind of like, I don't know, bro. Like, I think I think my dad was like sort of fell into that sort of illusion a long time ago. Well, not really, right? I'm on Fuck, I have to start over. Shit, that sucks. Okay, one, two. Who's that? I got two of them. Oh shit. How do they last like that? Oh my jeez, Lord. Yeah.
Double jump goes crazy.